My breath does not matter. My email does not matter. My next text message does not matter. My job does not matter. Just give me you. Because everything outside of you can just wait. And whatever is awaiting me, I know that you have the power to handle it. So Lord, just give me you. And can I share with you, my brothers and sisters, that ought to be our attitude. Every morning that we wake up, instead of praying for the various things, we ought to be praying, Lord, just give me you.
Yeah.
And we ought to be able to place things on hold for God. Because nothing else matters beside God. Can I tell you, my friends does not matter. My foe does not matter. My enemy does not matter. But God, you, what's matter to me? Because my ever breath, my ever move is predicated off your move. My help coming from you. My healing comes from you. Everything else can wait. But then watch this. She says, Lord, I know that even when I pray, you don't always move even when I pray. But God, my prayer is, I hope that I didn't miss the move. Can I tell you, it's in my prayer that I get up early to seek you. Because God, I don't want to miss what you have for me. And I don't know about you, but I've been in positions where I've missed the move of God. I've missed the presence of God because I've allowed other things to distract me. I've allowed other things, people to get in my way. But there comes a time in your walk that you got to lay aside every weight. And you got to learn how to put your focus on the Lord. And she understands where her help, where her blessings, where her breakthrough comes from. Where if she was sick, where her healing comes from. So she says, Lord, if nothing else, just give me you. And just like Shana Wilson sings the song, Give Me You, here it is, the originator here in Psalms 5. Here it is, David comes to us with the attitude saying, Lord, I want you. So don't you hear David in this passage when he says, Lord, give me you. Give ear to my meditation. In other words, he says, David is saying, Lord, when I talk to you, he says, I literally want you to incline your ear to hear me. In other words, he says, bend over. And while you're bending over, he says, I really want you to cuff your ear. Because anything else that's moving, I want your hands to block it. Because I want you to hear what I have to say. Watch this, my brothers and sisters. If you're going to move to the next level, if you're going to go to the next level in your life, get to the next dimension, can I tell you, you're going to have to learn how to pray. If you really want God, you got to know how to communicate with God. But there's a couple of things that I want to lay on your lap and I'm going to move out your way. Here it is. First of all, if you really want God, God has to be top priority.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to talk to them.
Yes, sir.
See, David made prayer a priority. And can I tell you, prayer has to be a priority in your life. You got to learn how to talk to God and not just talk to God when you want something, but you want to talk to God out of relationship. See, David says, I'm not concerned about the deadlines that I have to meet. All I want is I want you. In other words, when he says I want you, he says, God, I want your heart. God, I want your will. God, I want your way. Now, see, you understand what I'm saying? See, when you're praying, it's all about, Lord, give me this day thy daily bread. Give me what I need. Give me what I need to make it through this day. He makes God priority. And can I tell you, God has to be priority in your life? Can I tell you, you just can't play church. You got to be the church. But when you come to church, nothing else ought to matter. God ought to matter. The move of God ought to matter. God, are you in this place today? And the thing is, if prayer is a priority, you ought to not wait on nobody to sing you happy, preach you happy, pray you happy.
That's right. That's right.
That's only when prayer is priority. See, he puts things aside and made sure that he connected with God.
All right in here.
Can I ask the question this morning, how many times, how many of us make prayer a priority? How many of us, when we get up in the morning, the first person we talk to
Yeah, 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 yeah.
See, when he talks about priority, he don't get up and do nothing else. He says, God, the first thing he looks for is for the presence of God. He makes prayer a priority. But then watch this. Look in the text. Verse 3. If you really want God, if you really want him, and if prayer
Teach.
is a priority.
Teach. All right.
But then watch this. Verse 3 says, prayer ought to be a part, or you ought to have a prayer pattern.
Okay.
Prayer ought to be a part of your pattern.
Uh-oh.
Watch this.
Uh-oh.
He don't just pray in emergency. He don't pray out of desperate or out of depression. But he prays daily out of fellowship with God. I wish I had somebody in here. Can I just pause there for a minute? See, when you are in fellowship with God, you can miss some bills.
Yeah. All right.
You can
All
miss some
right. All
deadlines.
right. All right.
But guess what? All is well.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna talk to me.
Yeah.
And do I have any real folk in here
Yes,
that you've been
sir.
believing God for some stuff and
Yes,
it
sir.
hasn't come through yet? Your check didn't arrive, the income tax didn't come on time, but you was not tripping because you know that God had it. I know you got
Yes,
a late
sir.
notice and a cut-off notice in the mail, but you wasn't tripping because God. That's when you really have fellowship, and that's when prayer is a pattern, because David just didn't pray one time a day, but he was always in prayer. And can I tell you, I know people say, well, Pastor, I'll be at work and I can't pray. Like,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
you can
yeah,
pray.
yeah.
If you can gossip on the line, if you can, I wish I had somebody here, if you can keep up with the latest gossip, and if you can talk about scandal, you can pray. And if you can talk about what they done posted on Facebook, you can pray. Yeah, then you can do what you do, and you can do whatever you make time for.
Come on.
Text says every morning he got up. And the thing I like about David, he was bold in the presence of God. God, give ear
To me.
to my meditation. But this is not the first time I read this, because when I read Psalms 1, he talks about blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor sit in the seat of the scornful. Also has somebody here. But he says his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law he meditates. He shall be like a tree. I also have somebody here. I don't care when the thunderstorm comes. I don't care. The forecast can say hurricane Ike is on the way. Come on, hurricane. It's all good, because long as God has me under control. I also have somebody in
All
here.
right.
I know you're looking at me and you're asking me, Pastor, what you're saying this morning. You may have had some Katrinas in your life. You may have made some mistakes in your life, but can I tell you, when you seek the presence of God,
Preach in here.
when prayer becomes a priority, when prayer becomes a pattern, you're not worried about what folk know about you.
Come on in here.
Because let me tell you something, God knows.
All right. Yeah.
Am I by myself in this house? Can somebody just say hallelujah?
Hallelujah.
Praise his holy name.
Praise his holy
Can I
name.
tell you why you thank God for the storm?
Come on, preacher.
We was driving on the way to church this morning.
Say it now. Say it.
I could have stayed yesterday when I came, but I said, no, let's go and go back. I'm not understanding that, that it was going to be storming today.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't let Sister Thomas drive in the storm. She ain't good. We're driving in the storm.
Uh-huh.
She's too scary when it rains. But y'all, she drives like she had
Make it plain.
Some visor lately.
Yeah.
It tells you this vehicle has the tendency of tilting.
All right. All right.
And just like my car has the tendency of tilting over,
Preach.
we have the tendency of tilting over. And when you don't spend time with God,
Preach,
when
boy.
you're not aware of the things around you,
Preach in here.
it can cause you to
Till. You better preach.
And when the storms come,
David says, I don't know what's ahead of me. But God, I just need to know that we're on communication terms.